I think something that is important that needs to be talked about is terrorism. I think when most people are putting together a tour promotional video, the last thing they want to talk about is terrorism. But, you know, there's always been terrorism, and there always will be terrorism. And it worries me if you're planning a trip to Europe with the assumption there will be no terrorism. I would say it's in your interest, psychologically anyways, to expect a terrorist event sometime between now and when you fly to Europe, most likely in the city you're flying to. And then understand the risk of terrorism in a cold, statistical way. Of course, it's a terrible thing, but when you travel, you're accelerating your life, and I think you do many things that are riskier than the risk of terrorism when you decide to travel halfway around the world for some travel thrills. Remember, statistically, you are safer in Europe than you are in the United States in the worst times of terrorism. Europeans laugh out loud when they hear about Americans staying home to avoid the risk of terrorism, when they know what that 8,000 people a year are killed by handguns on our streets. I think when you decide to go to Europe, you should consider the risk of terrorism. And if you want to take that small risk, then responsibly travel in a way that minimizes that risk. Historically, terrorists have lashed out at high-profile aspects of Western culture. When we travel in Europe, we're melting into Europe. We're becoming temporary locals. We're staying at Pedro's Pension. Terrorists don't bomb Pedro's Pension. That's where they sleep. And philosophically, if you want to do something about terrorism, the best single thing you can do is to travel and learn about the world. And that's one of the reasons I like putting these tours together, is because it paints a very human face on our ever smaller planet. And Americans need to understand that we're going to live together on this place.